Hi everyone, I hope you're all. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bitcoin once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. So right now, Bitcoin's sort of going flat, a bit sideways. You know, it's hit a peak, it's coming back down, it's retracing, it's holding a key level support. You're continuing to do this, and you're continuing to go sideways. I think that 40k is the new 30k. Personally, could be wrong. Could completely crash and go to zero. Who knows? But so far, so good. You're holding strong. You're holding a range, and you know there's a level of accumulation that's going on. We can look at the smart money. Basically, they're buying at these levels. They're accumulating. They're buying off the weekends that are selling, you know, new money basically. So the smart money is buying. Okay, and one thing that I always show you, you know, we've got the market cap, which is still currently above 2 trillion, which is nice for crypto. You're holding that above $2 trillion market cap, you know, and especially XRP. Look how strong XRP is holding up, you know, in the last week or so. It's just sort of sitting there in a range, isn't it? It is holding relatively strong. Ask yourself why. Okay, I know it's a Bitcoin video, but ask yourself, why is this coin always in the top 10? Look at historical date, you know, 2014, 2017 and 2021. This coin is always in the top 10. So pay attention to that, and this is why I do cover it every day, because it's not a shit coin, it's not a scam coin. This is amazing technology, as is Bitcoin, as is Ethereum. You know, they're amazing pioneering technologies right now that you do need to pay attention to. You know, so right now, you know, let's take a look at a couple of things here. We've got the crypto fear and greed index down here. It's just floating down here, isn't it? In a minute. You know, just floating down here, pretty much like it did down there in that level of reaccumulation. Couple of pop outs, fake outs, you know, just caught between a range. You know, like we had a small level of accumulation there before we made that new all-time high, but you can see for Bitcoin right now, it's just holding, isn't it? You're sort of caught in the floor and you're just going sideways. So this is good. This is actually really, really good. I want to see this, and I've told you I want to see this long level of drawn out reaccumulation, because reaccumulation means you're going to break out to the upside. Okay, again, nothing I say is financial advice. Everything is for educational entertainment purposes only, remember that. But the fear and greed index is in a nice accumulation range, basically. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Now equally, we've got this beautiful indicator here, the CBBI index, basically. Now you can see, look at the price action represented by that green and yellow. See that bar just there? Okay, this is the price action. You can see when it's overheated and overbought, you've got your lovely little indicator here, which signifies, you know, a 99, 100, I think it got to just there, you know. And then in the bear, in the low of the bear market right there, it's really in the floor down there at like 2 and 1. So again, optimal entry points, optimal, you know, sell points basically, and we've not had one. It got a little bit heated just there, you know. So for me, this is why, looking at this indicator coupled with my own charts, I do not think that the top is in here for Bitcoin. I do think that we're looking at continuation and potentially some kind of lengthening cycle, you know. And I'd be an idiot to look at this chart and think that there wouldn't be. Do you know what I mean? Given historical data. So essentially, you know, look at this point here. We've potentially come through this mid-cycle like here, you know, and you're potentially somewhere around here where you start to get a bit of overheated, come back, retracement, and then started to go back upstairs. So we're potentially looking at a nice 2022. That's what I'm trying to say to you. We've slowed down, come to the end of the year, which usually in bull markets is really, really good. So historically, we're already breaking the cycle, aren't we? We're already sort of changing this cycle, and it's becoming more drawn out, you know. And essentially, we're round about here, you know, where we're looking to come into 2022 and get to them price appreciations, providing we can continue what we're doing and holding key levels of structural support. We're looking good. So for me, I mean, on this indicator here, you know, just down there, the CBBI on the low of July 2021, you can see the indicator down there at 46, and that signified an absolute low. So for me, you know, even here it's putting in a divergence, because you've got that low there, and right now you've got a higher low. Just on the CBBI, you're actually creating a lower low, so you've got some kind of divergence there, you know. So are we going to pop up here, or are we going to roll over and continue to the downside? Something is going to give at this point. You know, nothing I say is financial advice. Everything is for educational and entertainment purposes only. But you can see that would have been a fantastic entry point just there, okay, for Bitcoin to enter back in the July correction just there for Bitcoin. So if you do start to see this come down to them levels, again, what are we now? 51, and that's 46. So, you know, even on this level here, if we do start to come down to 46, that could be a fantastic little entry point, couldn't it? Again, nothing to say is financial advice. So, you know, let's take a look at the charts here for Bitcoin. So you can see on the chart here, this is the weekly time frame. You know, this is beautiful because look, you've got this resistance, falling back to support, accumulation, breakout to the upside. Providing you can hold this support right now, providing you can hold the 1414 and not start to close below that and create the precursors to a larger correction, you are looking fine and dandy on the weekly time frame, and that's the most important time frame that you want to be focusing on, okay, for the breakouts. So it's all good. So it's all good at the minute. You've got this inverse and the shoulders just there, which gives you a technical breakout target from there to there. And you can see that you've not quite met that technical target, which is around about $76,000. You came up, got a little bit shy of it, came back to support the neckline, which you hadn't tested when you broke out. So that was always on the cards, to be honest with you, because like I said to you, resistance becomes support. And right now, you've broken resistance, you're falling back to support, you're currently holding it on the weekly, closing above, and you can see how this 55 is creeping up. So some kind of break is coming relatively soon. Now the question is, are we going to go to zero, or are we going to continue to the upside? Well, we trade on them confirmations, don't we? If you do start to see Bitcoin roll and lose these key levels of support, then it's increasing the probability of coming down to this key level support. You lose that key level support, then you're going to come down even further, aren't you? But you're not doing that at the minute. You're holding support in these high lows and high highs. So you bullish on the weekly time frame. That's just a quick little update for you on Bitcoin. Some kind of breaks coming. I'll try and get more updates out in the week. Okay, take care everyone. Bye bye.